All right, moving on. The Herman Cain Awards. Herman Cain went to this event, got COVID, and straight up fucking died.
Like, I will make fun of you. If you die, I'm going to make fun of you. I will laugh.
And worst of all, you're going to tap dance on their grave.
Yeah, exactly. And I will own you. Like, you will be owned.
What a piece of shit.
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and I don't think it's any secret that I've had, my critiques of other content creators at times, and I don't think I've always been the best, in particular in terms of my hot takes, and not always been fair. And I think that, after seeing this new podcast with Ethan Klein and Hasan Piker, I think I actually got some good out of it. I decided that I need to try to be better, especially with my Twitter activity, reduce that, and just be less vindictive and awful, because I don't want to turn into what Ethan Klein has become. It was just a really sad display of two multi-millionaires laughing at people who have not survived their battle with the coof. Now, the basis for this is like, ha ha, hardy har har har. Somebody who was anti-poke died. I just don't get that. I don't understand that mentality. I think it's sick. And look, if there's somebody out there that is like actively spreading bad information and people are getting hurt of it, and then karma gets them, I can understand that. But spinning up an entire podcast for talking about for like a half an hour, laughing at people who die from this, even if, let's say, this guy was, you didn't like this guy, or he wasn't a part of your cult, he's still maybe a father or a brother or a son, or certainly a son or a daughter. If they're, these are people. And you see this, Ethan Klein and Hasan Piker launch Leftovers. So we have two leftists who are worth a combined $10 million plus talking about how they totally care about poor people. And Leftovers is a political podcast that debuted yesterday, H3 Podcast Channel, co-hosted by Hasan Piker, who rose to fame as a journalist on progressive digital news network, The Young Turks, and currently streams on Twitch under the moniker Hasan. While left-leaning per its title, the spirit of the show is not serious policy debate. It's bringing righteous justice to these garbage people, just clowning on idiots, Klein explained. The first show, from a purported $3 million set, I think that was a meme, focused on poke misinformation being propagated by rapper Nicki Minaj. Now, again, misinformation and hesitancy seem to be used interchangeably by a lot of people. There's a difference between asking questions, and there's the difference between knowingly spreading bad information that leads people to get hurt. I've always said in this, on this channel that, I'm not a doctor, and so I don't want to tell my viewers what to do with their bodies. And I don't think other non-doctors, especially ones who are as unhealthy as Ethan Klein and myself are, should be telling people what to do. And in the recent podcast, there was, can we laugh when people who don't have the poke die of it? And it currently has 2.9 thousand dislikes to just 2.4 thousand likes. And people don't really like it. I think it's sad when this is exactly where we're at in like the kind of the political sphere. Just to give you an idea of the kind of mega brainery that you get from Hasan Piker. Here's a clip from a recent live stream with him.
I want to literally forcibly vaccinate these mother sleep, okay? I do not give a American values. I do not give a about your dumbass concerns.
So they're telling you who they are. I think there's a difference between people who don't get it and people who do. Hasan, again, a guy who just talked about, he doesn't like to do IRL streams because he doesn't make enough money from them. By the way, let's just take a look at some of the comments here. you know, it's pretty interesting. You know, the top comments seem to be shifting in and out. You know, it's weird. This gives me the grossest feeling. Completely look at the podcast differently now. Laughing at people who die. It's turned too political. It's depressing. I try to get away from that. Dang, how far has H3 fallen? Yikes, new low. You know, let's be honest. The man died, and it's funny. Quote, Ethan Klein. You know, people are really into this. It's so hard to watch. I don't, you know, and I don't see any, you know, H3 sold out and stopped being funny years ago, missed the old school lighthearted videos they did. You know, and that's something that I've kind of learned from H3 as well. I'm no big brain political pundit, and it's clear Ethan isn't either. But his viewers don't like, they didn't tune in, they didn't subscribe for that. You know, and it's insane to me that you would think this is funny. This sucks. Some of us have health issues, allergic reactions to medications, hence why I'm cautious. I've been doing my part, social distancing, face mask, proper hygiene, taking vitamins. My stance on the jab is to do what you feel is best for your health. I've been patiently waiting for an approved oral medication. Plus, how is it fair to see my governor dining out with a bunch of his buddies over a birthday dinner at a luxury restaurant with no masks or social distancing? He wasn't even implementing his own rules. Should we laugh when someone doesn't follow medical advice and overdoses, or an overweight person dies of diabetes, or perhaps when a person dies of AIDS because they didn't use protection? Is all of that funny? Yeah, I mean, I think it's weird that they would find this funny to me. It's just sick. You know, I'll show myself out. This is not it. As somebody who has the poke, it is absolutely not funny, not cool. I mean, there's literally nobody here in support of this. They've truly changed. Watching Hasan and Ethan talk is like watching Joe Rogan and Alex Jones talk from the opposite perspective. That's actually probably apt. You know, I think this is really in poor taste, and you have a baby on the way with health issues. I didn't know if that's true or not. Think you would have more empathy. Obviously not. Probably shouldn't laugh at anyone dying from the coof, but hey, poked or not, super disappointing, Ethan. Been following and watching every episode for H3 for years, but I don't know about this. So terrible, because I know people personally who didn't get it, and it was terrible for them and their family and friends. Why even say stuff like this? You know, you have, you know, Hasan saying,
because I own you. Like, I will make fun of you.
If you die, I'll make fun of you. I feel like I wish that we would be able to kind of, like, this shouldn't be what, and I need to do better myself too. And I mean that, like, I'm not just, you know, I know that I haven't been great about it in the past, but watching this, it was like an out of body experience of what I don't want to become. Two ultra successful, rich YouTubers, well, one's really a streamer, laughing at dead people. You know, there are a lot of people that, you know, again, is it different when you're like on some sort of like crusade against it and willingly spreading bad information? Maybe you get a little, you know, from that, but I just don't think it's funny. I don't think it's I don't think that it actually does anything. And by the way, this isn't the first time Ethan Klein's done that. He deleted a tweet where he says, you're making a point for political post for internet clout at the expense of people who died. Can you show them respect and delete this? You know, and there's a lot of times where, you know, Ethan's, I think the coof has really, really damaged him. I don't think he spends enough time with regular people, and spending more time with like a multi-millionaire streamer like Hasan probably isn't going to do it either. Remember that Hasan is the guy that said America deserved 9/11, and that, you know, he's said a bunch of other heinous stuff in his life, whose audience is basically 12-year-old LARPing leftists. I don't think this is probably a good influence for him. I don't think that this show will be successful because it is just too vile. You know, overall, you know, Hasan has a huge audience, and so he'll probably be able to help the show. But I don't know. If this happened, you know, on the right, I would disavow too. It's sickening. And I think we all need to just be a little bit better. Hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.